Justin Verlander, believe, spoke with our John Heyman yesterday, and Verlander said it's, quote, hard to vote against Shohei Ohtani as MVP. So according to Verlander, Ohtani might win a second consecutive AL MVP. What do you think?
I think it's a train that's definitely rolling down the track that way. I just watching every game and putting eyeballs on every game throughout the entire first half. What Aaron Judge was doing up until he kind of got a little slow leading into the All-Star break. What he was doing, look at the 33 homers. He had a multi-homer game coming into here. Every at-bat was game-defining, game-changing.
I mean, that's value. What you're talking about is value.
And he's played center field at 6'7". He's Magic Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was my MVP. I understand. We're going to have this argument for years and years and years. Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout shouldn't be penalized because their team can't get to the postseason from being the MVP. But my version of an MVP usually comes off a team that gets into the postseason.
Okay. Take that person off the team.
Well, because you got the Hank Aaron Award. You have other awards that signify offensive excellence and overall excellence. The Cy Young for pitching. I mean, they created an Ohtani rule for the DH. Create his award and just keep giving it to him. Otherwise, no one has a chance, right?
But would you rather win MVP or Hank Aaron? Like, so they have to make it to the same level. Right, exactly. So it has to be an elevated level.
And by the way, those two guys batting 1-2 tonight.
Kershaw's like,
Vlad Guerrero Jr. almost won the Triple Crown last year, and he didn't have a chance to win the MVP.
But is that kind of year, is the year we saw from Shohei Ohtani last year, is that sustainable?
He's doing it again.
I think because we are such prisoners of the moment, we won't really fully appreciate what Ohtani is doing until probably 10 years from now.
Robert, I appreciate it. I'm sorry. What he's able to do, he is the ultimate weapon, okay? Because he doesn't have one weakness in his game. He flies. He's a deer on the bases. He's got power for days, 19 homers, 56 RBIs, 10 stolen bases. And if you watch him pitch, he doesn't just throw heater and that's it. I mean, he's a thinking man's pitcher. He understands what he's trying to do. He understands what he has and don't have from different starts. Some nights it's the slider that's working for him. Some nights it's the split. Some nights it's the high heater.
Yeah.
He is. I always go back to calling those games with Paul Severino, the voice of the Marlins, at like 4 in the morning, the Japan games. I was in sweatpants, like laid eyes on this 16, 17-year-old. I'm like, oh my God, who's this guy? Shohei Ohtani. And for him to be able to do it at this level,
it's unbelievable.
It's not going to stop.
It's unbelievable.
He's too talented.
It's crazy.
Isn't he tired, though? Surely. We talk about fatigue in the home run derby. Doing this over 162 year after year.
I don't know how he's able to be so, and that's why he's a unicorn, so gifted without being able to put 100% of his attention on one thing. But you talk about Derek Jeter, Doc. 100% attention on shortstop of the New York Yankees and hitting. Now I got to be your #1 starter.
But do you think that's part of the success? He doesn't overthink it?
I just think
pitching's
he's a
not that way.
different cat, and I love all the guys that are trying to do it, and my hat's off to you. I find it hard to believe there'll be 1 or 2 that'll get it done at some point. We probably won't be here when it happens, but there's nobody coming like this in the near future, in my opinion.
Yeah.